Hello and welcome to another LEGO knockoff review. This is the Scooby-Doo set Bela set 10430, based on the Mystery Machine. It cost me 110 Hong Kong dollars, a little bit lower than the sticker price there. It is a complete replica of that set, right down to most of the box art. On the top of the box there you do have a 1-to-1 print of Scooby and Shaggy and Fred and a zombie. A guy dressed as a zombie, because in Scooby-Doo it's never really supernatural, which is a charm or something. Parts guy printed on one side of the box flap, tape down, and everything inside is just in the little bag. No box trays or anything, like unlike Deku or Shinyon and stuff. And on the back it shows you all the little features, as well as every single other minifigure in this set that you can, this series that you can get. Inside we have a replica of the sticker sheet, which seems to be identical to the original one, even has a number down there. And yeah, for the most part it looks pretty good. It's a good sticker sheet, good replica. I don't see any bad prints with it really. The instruction booklet itself is also printed very sharp, very nice, very bright and colourful. Obviously with all the LEGO bag 1s and 2s all removed, as well as all the LEGO advertisement and first pages all removed. On the back they do advertise a bunch of other stuff that they have copied. They pretty much copied the entire Scooby-Doo line, as well as release 2 sets of boxed just minifigure sets that you can buy individually. So if you only want to get one of these sets, and you just purchase the rest of these. The biggest haunted house set I saw, the bootleg was going for only like 250 Hong Kong dollars or something like that, with the lighthouse going at 210. So in terms of prices, these are way cheaper than the original official one. Here is the haunted tree, of course, without the stickers. It just looks like kind of a robo tree, and that's what it is. It's a robo mech thing. Got these ball joint hands and stuff. The whole build is okay for the most part, but the ball joints are a little bit tight, and when plugging them in, I managed to push the entire thing, make it fall apart, because these bits were tight. So the little jewel there obviously stolen, and this is where the control panel sticker goes. So you got the mechanic tree thing going on, because the main thing of this is, of course, the mystery van or mystery machine. And you can see there, aside from the original stickers, all these round pieces are printed as they should be, like the original, and the print here is actually not too bad. All of them are printed pretty decently. The windscreen, however, does look like it's scratched up pretty bad, so hey, they've already aged it for you. And these 2 bars on top are way too long. I think they're meant to go horizontal, not vertical, but that's what the instructions said, so yeah, fun there. There's an extra piece, one extra piece of flat piece. I just stuck it on there, the transparent piece there. And yeah, so you open the top here, you can see all the stuff inside. There's a camera, a torch, a stove there. The stove isn't too good. These 4 orange pieces actually bump into each other, so the scale is not quite right. They're actually pushing against each other. There's a sink there, as well as a sandwich. Those are fine. So, but this is weird, because only these 4 orange pieces are molded incorrectly, that they push into each other. And actually, even just by looking at them, I can tell that they're not quite made even. This opens up just like the original, and you can see a little tape there that's also printed, which is good. So basically everything that's originally printed, they've printed. Everything that's originally a sticker, they've kept as a sticker. Just plug that in. This is actually quite tricky to plug back in. There we go. So now that going on. Oops. There we go. And yeah, it rolls pretty well, and these are actually tires. So yeah. Here is Shaggy. I've just taken him apart just to show you what he looks like inside. So you can see it's very similar to original Lego shape, torso anyway, but it's just a little bit different. Hands are standard pegs, unlike the C shape of a Lego figure. And there's actually a little bump on the peg there for the leg, just like official Legos makes the legs harder to fall off. And as far as I can tell, he's got every single piece that original Shaggy does have. Obviously his print isn't as good, and he doesn't have the two-tone, the arms aren't two-tone plastic molded. They're actually just a green arm with flesh color paint on it. I managed to get the paint on quite well, like it's not falling off or anything, but it's very uneven, so you end up with a very pinkish arm there and a very flat color arm on this side. Of course, it's all very uneven, so it looks a bit weird. Shaggy does have a back head print, a worried face again. The print isn't completely terrible, but you can definitely tell it's a bootleg. There's a newspaper sheet here that is that, you know, the case of this evil tree and stuff, and this is actually printed very well. It's printed very nicely. Speaking of a clue, we've got Fred here with a magnifying glass, so you'd have to assemble yourself. Again, he's printed not too bad. He's definitely accurate, and the shoulders of these figures are a little bit sharper than the original, but you can definitely tell there's a few flaws with the print, a bit of dirt on here and there. He's got like a scared face on the back, so scratch marks on the print. Here's Zombie. He doesn't have a glow-in-the-dark head, although the plastic color does still suggest that. There's a back print there. And yeah, again, print isn't great, but not too terrible. Finally, we have Scooby. Scooby probably suffers with the worst print on one of the details. His head can still move just like the original. It's a bit tight though. His black spots on his body are actually printed okay. If you put a bit of a mark there, and his eyes are okay for the most part, but his I can't do Scooby, but his teeth there looks completely wrong, completely messed up, and so is his little Scooby dog collar. Yeah, small details there, completely messed up. The building process is actually not too bad. Overall, the clutch is pretty good on the vehicle as well as the tree. So I'd say if you just want to get this set just to build the mystery machine and to have a tree, it's not too bad at all for a bootleg and the price it's going for. I don't think the Scooby-Doo sets are going for that high a price yet because they're not discontinued yet, so you can still get the sets quite readily available. So the price difference isn't too big at the moment, but this is definitely a lot cheaper. So if you just want something to build, that's fine. However, the minifigures here are adequate for a bootleg, I feel, but for those of you who are looking at for a more accurate copy of any of the minifigures as well as Scooby-Doo himself, I'd definitely try and get them somewhere else. I don't think any other bootleg brand has copied them yet, at least not any of the good bootleg brands, so I guess at this moment Bela does have the best bootleg Scooby-Doo figures because, well, none of the other brands are doing them. So if Daegu and Shingon does come along and do a Scooby-Doo set made of minifigures, you can consider picking up the Bela set here and then picking up figures from another bootleg just to replace them, because you still end up with something much cheaper than buying the official one. Now if you do pick up this set and decide you don't want any of the other sets, because let's face it, only the Mystery Machine is the most iconic thing from all of the sets. I watched it a lot. I don't remember them driving a plane too much or whatever. So you just want to get the Mystery Machine and get 8 packs of the minifigures, or both of the 8 packs to fill up all the other characters, then by all means I think that's not a bad choice either. If you've enjoyed this video or found it useful, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button, or leaving a comment below on how you feel about Bela. Hey, they've definitely improved since, well, the first time we ever saw these with Ninjago years ago. So yeah, leave a comment about that. I appreciate it a lot. If you check out my other videos on official and bootleg Lego, hopefully without ad block on, that'd be great. Thanks. Or check out Patreon if you like. If not, most importantly, take care and have a nice day. And try not to dress up at night to scare those meddling kids who get in the way of everything. And he wants that quote. Completely messed that ending up. Bye!